on the socks of Joe Rao. So some impressive stuff there. And also on the walkout, I think he walked out to the Lion King theme song in the first round. I don't know. It doesn't matter. These guys are wrestling for the umpteenth time in the center of the mat. They're going to be some fierce hand fighting. These guys are monsters. You do not want to get on the wrong side of one of their head clubs.
And Spey, we thought it was going to be 1-1 all on passivity points in the first one. We were almost at that point. And then with 5 seconds left, or just a little under 5 seconds left, Joe Rao slamming Provisor all the way through, run him to the out of bounds, and Provisor actually slid off the stage, which, to think about the explosiveness, because there's like 15 feet, there's really no danger of anyone going off the stage here today, and somehow Provisor had to roll all the way off the stage because of the explosiveness from Joe Rao.
That was a clutch, just power bulldoze, whatever you want to call it, with time ticking away for Joe Rao. He has the height advantages you see against Provisor, but Provisor otherworldly strong as he wrestles out of that tie. One thing you can see there is Rao leading with his left shoulder. With that height advantage, that shoulder is right at Provisor's head level, so he's going to get popped in the chin a few times, and Provisor's used to it, doesn't have to like it at all, but these guys, with the amount of times they've wrestled each other, Provisor knows it's coming at this point.
And if we don't get a stalemate here, we're going to get one of these two put down here soon. It was Provisor. Provisor getting put down first in the first match, and we might see that again as you see the passivity offered and confirmed. So once again, it will be Joe Rao taking the early first period 1-0 lead in the series.
In the opening 90 seconds or so of every Greco match, sometimes it's more of an art of staying active enough, making sure the other guy goes down, but it's not a perfect science. So there's always room to say it should be the other guy. It's just how things go there. And the big gut, Provisor trying to defend. Joe Rao gets 2 points, takes a big 3-0 lead. That'll open things up. Going back the other way on the same gut wrench lock is Joe Rao. 2 more points, 5-0. Parterre being the difference maker here. And now Rao loses the lock, and it's time to go back up to their feet. And Provisor now in the hole. He's got a lot of time to work. He's got 4 minutes of match time if this goes the distance.
How about the adjustments there from Coach Storniolo and Coach Robbie Smith? The last time, Rao had about the same amount of time on top, about 27 seconds on top. No points coming from the first time that he was able to get Parterre. Now getting 2 gut wrenches here, and I believe was able to go both ways there against Provisor.
Went to the right, went to the left, and it's those tiny little adjustments that are imperceptible to almost everybody here in the gym. Very hard for us to see what the difference was, but it's just a little bit of weight, a little bit of pushing one way or another, and that just provides all the opening that guys at this level need to score the points.
You know what it might have been? Joe Rao starting a cooking show, Chow with Rao. He might have had a hot dog in between matches. That might have been it.
Powered up with a hot dog and fueled up, and was able to get those Parterre points as Provisor needs to figure out a way to score on this giant man that he's up against. We're going to go to the break. Still 5-0. Joe Rao in the lead.
And Joe Rao has kind of gone through a lot of iterations of himself, right? 2014 senior world team member at 80 kilos. 2016 U.S. Olympic trials champion, was unable to qualify the weight at 98 kilos.
All the way up at 98. You
now
gotta find
coming back
Olympic
down.
weight. They're only 6.
Now coming back down to 87 kilos, where he has a 1-0 lead in the series and a 5-0 lead here. But Provisor's got those two guys in his corner, Cale Sanderson and Casey Cunningham.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good environment. Provisor was saying that they provide all the support and resources that you need, and you can just focus on wrestling. Mason Manville is his training partner. Rao also, should be noted, started all the way at Division III. So the only Division III, at least male wrestler at Final X. And both these guys have great stories, and they're both hooked up now with awesome training centers, as Rao is in the Chicago RTC, as is mentioned.
Yeah, who would have thought there'd be some Big Ten flavor in the Greco
world.
Of Final X?
Love to see Greco in these programs. Love to see the RTCs take a more active role in building up our Greco wrestlers, providing them resources and training environments. 30 seconds down in the second period, and it could be the final period for Ben Provisor if he can't figure out a way to get some points on that board and in a hurry.
And of course, Provisor, the 2017 World Team member, that was the World Championships actually where he spoke with Kale about transition over Nittany Lion Wrestling Club. As Provisor now going to get an opportunity on top, he's going to need 2 turns here. He's been in this situation before, a 2-time Olympian. He was the runner-up last year to Pat Martinez in the finals. So if anyone can do this, it's probably Ben Provisor right now. Now, Rao tried to go for broke and hit the floor.
Rao, once again, you see he's warned for not opening up. He's taken his right arm and putting it in his crotch, and I'm not sure that's really allowed. There it is. White paddled by the chairman.
Oh, he's going reverse armbar there. That doesn't look fun.
And now Rao has his arms out, so very close to giving up a caution point, but got away with it or was doing something entirely legal. I have to consult the experts on that one.
I mean, I definitely should. I agree with it being offered there. And again, you see the difference in parterre, right? In Greco, right? Everybody can score on the mat. It was Rao not giving up any points. Either time he got put down, wasn't able to get it the first time, got the 2 gut wrenches there, got the late step out in match 1, and now with 80 seconds remaining, he's looking to make his 2nd senior world team.
Very much in the driver's seat here. And with that size advantage on Provisor, it's going to be tough. Rao has not been out of position yet. He has to defend for about 60 seconds. Warning about interlocked fingers. Cannot interlock the fingers, although it's hard to figure out who actually did it.
So the whistle, I mean, he's aware that there's a lot of extracurriculars going on here, and he's certainly offering. The judge and the chairman are trying to let him figure it out on the mat as Provisor's high dive attempt was shut down there by Rao with 42 seconds to go now. Spade, we might be looking at our first World Team member decided this year at Final X.
Senior World Team spots are all on the line. We'll have 15 of them by the day's over. Pat Downey so far the only guy that, well, no, he hasn't weighed in yet, so good point. This will be the first.
In like 3 hours.
It's a battle with the scale. Robbie Smith getting into it. He's seeing one of his guys make it there to the World Team in the next 15 seconds.
Joe Rao coming back home to Illinois, taking match 1 by a 2-1 score, and taking match 2 5-1 over Ben Provisor will be Joe Rao, represent Titan Mercury in the Chicago RTC. Our 87-kilo World Team member going to Kazakhstan.
Chow with Rao. I want to see what kind of hot dogs and food he gets into in Nur Sultan,